when it's dark, you can't see well outside. I don't know how dark it is because some highways are just pitch dark. But let's say he placed the baby there, and he also had to hope that of all the cars passing there, she would be the one that would see the baby in the dark and stop.
But guys, let's start with the show. We are going to first of all talk about what happened, where this came from. As Archie already said, we have a part where we it's also serious, guys, because other than this whole shenanigans, the quagmire that has been created by this lovely lady, as lead attorney would say.
This is nice lady.
It's a nice lady. By this nice lady, there is also a serious aspect to this, and this is why this is so concerning. At the second part of the show, we will talk about the backlash and also other cases that it's not the first time that has happened. Actually, it happened last year. The question is, the real question now is, why? Why? And should she get locked up? But that's later in the show. Guys, let us know in the comments what you think. If you think that you believe it when it all started.
Do you still believe it? Well, it's going on.
Because, guys, Carlee Russell, do you believe it? It started all so great. Well, not great for her, or at least her part of the story. She was abducted. This is Carlee with her boyfriend. Carlee, a nursing student. Nice lady, driving a nice car.
Was that her car?
A C-class, but it's not. I think they said it's a C-class Mercedes, so a red C-class Mercedes. This is a red C-class Mercedes. I don't know what year. Maybe it could be 2000. Then it's a bit more less luxurious. But hey, it's a C-class. Probably bought by her parents, because she's a student.
How old is she?
23, I think, from the top of my head. 25, my bad.
Okay, yeah.
25. Balling as a student. Apparently, a couple of days ago on Thursday, she was calling her parents. During that call, she said she saw a toddler on the highway walking across the road. Well, she also called the 911 to report this. And then suddenly, she vanished. The whole country was looking for her. RJ, when you heard the story for the first time, what was your initial thought?
Well, when I saw that the story was getting big, my initial thought was, what's really going on here? I went to check out
What
press release of the government, and so I was like, something else is going on. this this can't be a true story. But of course, when you hear a story like this, so all jokes aside, when you hear a story like this, it's never a nice. It's always troublesome. It's always troublesome. I always say, when you know what. When we're talking about people disappearing, oftentimes you wish that the loved ones, the family and loved ones, can at least find the person back, because then at least whether alive or not alive, it might be hard, but I mean, you get your peace. But that's the first thing I thought. I hope if this is true, because sometimes people run away as well, witness protection, whatever the case may be. But my first thought was, if this is true, and I didn't have any reason to believe why it wasn't true. And I said, yeah, I hope the story ends well. Let me put it like this. That's
Okay, okay, okay.
yeah. Those were my first thoughts. Yeah,
Those were
because
your first thought.
yeah, of course.
Okay. Well, maybe I'm the bad guy here because when I heard the story about someone calling 911 and saying a toddler was roaming Alabama highway, I was like, what the heck is this? This was my first thought. First of all, how the heck is a toddler walking on the highway? Then suddenly someone vanishes. They can find the kid, they can find anything. She left everything behind. The her phone, purse, even their weave. That's what I knew it was wrong. And I was just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. But she left everything behind, RJ.
Yeah.
Witness said, as the article says, witness saw a mystery man standing outside of the nursing student's car. There was no mystery man. What else happened? Irie Mystery vanishes after screaming down phone to family when she approached a toddler she found walking along the highway at night. First of all, first of all, it's very tough to see anything at the outer part of the highway. Maybe I'm too skeptical about everything I see. Maybe I'm the bad guy here. Maybe
I,
I'm the one who found out when they were running in 2012. After 10 minutes watching the video, I found out that Coney was fake. Maybe that's me.
Conan.
After 10 minutes watching that video, I was like, this is a scam.
Yeah.
RJ can attest to that.
Yeah.
I told them that.
Yeah. Well, let me put it like this, Kiara. When I you get so many news every day that it's like when you hear something or read something, I just read it and just go on. So I didn't, and I just move on. So it's not like I took a deep dive in the story because you get an overflow of information. So I read it. I didn't read that headline. I read just, the something, another headline about the story. If I look at the headline, the first headline you showed, then it seems like they're insinuating that the mystery man and the baby had something in common. That the mystery man put the baby in
As
the
bait.
yeah, so that the mystery man went on the highway, stopped at some point, put the baby on the highway, then go back to the car, or maybe he was at the car before he placed the baby there and was hoping that, because you said that that's something to do with dark. uh oh yeah, you said you can't you in the when it's dark you can't see well outside. I don't know how dark it is, because some highways are just pitch dark.
Yeah.
It's not because it's Alabama that it needs to be so dark they are. But all I'm saying is that, so in hindsight, I'm saying, yeah, okay, so and let's say he placed the baby there, and he had to had to apparently hope that of all the cars passing there,
It's a woman.
that's one that she would be the one that would see the baby in the dark and stop.